So, Rob, I got certain questions for you, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh damn, we're gonna jump straight into it. Sure, what's up?
Well, I mean, we can just chill for a bit, but how's
Oh
your
man,
day,
it's
though,
it
dude?
was long, but it was pretty chill. Same old. Pretty much a bit of a nuisance like an hour ago, but it's alright. I'm a little sleepy though. How about you, bro? How about you?
I've been pretty decent. I mean, I'm gonna till all day I was working out.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that.
I'm sore as fuck though. I did declining reps, if you know what that is. Start from
Yes,
25.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, declining reps helps a lot. It's like if you take out the big numbers out of the way, it feels a lot better going downwards.
Oh yeah, and it's just a great way to just like not feel bad that you're not doing as many. It's just like no, this is the workout.
Yeah. Speaking of, you work out too, right?
No, I don't.
What? From all the pictures that
No,
we've seen of you, you motherfucker, you fucking
I
rip
just
that shit.
exercise at home. That's it.
Oh, you don't go to the gym, but you still work out.
I mean, yeah, some push-ups, some basically it's just plyometrics for the most part.
Ah, so just like calisthenics and all that noise.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much me and you in that same boat. Other than you don't have any dumbbells either.
I did. They're gone. I don't know what happens to them. It's very much so a meme. I had 25 for like the longest time, and eventually I just got tired of lifting them. So I bought me some 40 pounds, so 40 or 45s, and then I would just use them. It was pretty chill.
45. You just upgrade. I think you say you were tired of from
Oh no, I was
25.
tired of the 25, so I went to 45.
Oh,
So
okay, you
it's
got
40.
tired of those. Okay, so you wanted the upgrade.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, this is basically a paperweight for me, the 20s. So I was like, whatever. Like we gotta bump up these numbers, you know?
Yeah. So it got to the point that it just plateaued for you, and then it's like you needed more.
Yeah. Like the highest I could lift is 60 with my wrists, and then after that, like it's kind of like I gotta use both hands because my fucking wrists are going to explode.
Because I remember when you were when you fucking doxed in front of us, how you looked like and everything's like, man, this motherfucker ripped.
Oh yeah. Yo, you know how it be though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just taking care of yourself and staying consistent. That's really all it is.
You ever have any you just eat whatever the fuck you want, or you have cheat days?
No, I pretty much eat whatever I want. I just know not to eat too big of meals. That's pretty much what it comes down to for me.
So a handful meal, and then it's all right, this is good for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically almost portion controlled because I'm a Mexican, so I eat a lot of greasy foods, and I just know hey, I can't eat as much as I usually would. I eat to eat, not eat to get full.
Right.
Unless I'm going out to a restaurant, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal at that point.
But no, big breakfast you go ham on, or no?
Nah. A lot of the times I skip breakfast. For a while I was really consistent, and I would eat oatmeal and whatnot. But no, really, nothing. Usually I just skip it.
Because I was wondering the way you the way we would perceive you as we thought you were more of a health junkie compared to us.
I would say probably, but I mean, probably the healthiest thing I do is I just drink water consistently throughout the day. That's it, and then exercise/stretch. But I'm not a gym rat or anything like that.
Where you were in high school or not?
No.
Oh, so just full on at home body workouts.
Yeah, because I didn't really start working out until my 8th grade year, and whenever I basically hopped into athletics, because I was very unfortunate. I didn't get to be in athletics in my 7th grade year, and my 8th grade year, I just went ham, just because I could, and I was like, oh, I love this lifestyle. Because our coaches would tell us, they'd hype us up. I mean, all coaches would hype you up, but they literally told us hey, you're this school's athletes, you represent the school, take that seriously. And you guys, I'm not trying to say you're better than everybody, but right now you're kind of on a pedestal, you're above everybody, and people will try to knock you down in your life, be it in school or out of school. They're like, we have these expectations, you should want to reach those expectations if you want to be great. And live by these standards, these little rules. Of course, you don't gotta follow them, but these little like ideals that we want you to shoot for, and like I just ate that shit up. I was like, yo, this is perfect for me. I could do this, and like that's okay. Like that's easy.
Do you ever feel like that's like it kind of weighs on you at times, when like with those kind of expectations, or no?
No. I mean, like I just bought some juice when I went to the store earlier, like because I'm tired of drinking water, but like it's never like, oh, I'm tired of this.
Right.
It's just for me, it's just normal. Like I don't even think anything about it.
So you just want a little like variety in your life when you had enough of water.
Yeah. Every now and then I'm like, all right, like I'll do this or whatever, or I'll buy that, or I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Why am I interviewing like I'm sitting in the back blackout? And it's more like, I just want to get the chatting out, get to know people more better within our group.
It might just go that way. We don't know yet.
Yeah. Who knows? I just whip out the big old horse cock and we're all good.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was like, like what gripped me is like, how as long as I known you, it's like, man, this guy has the most chill ass voice. I was like,
yeah, I get that a lot. It's gotten me in trouble a couple times.
That's why it's like when I like hung out with you, like I need to get this guy in TSG ASAP. It's like immediately like, all right, I'm smitten by this guy. And now obviously like when when we hung out more, it's like we found out you played Phasma, and then it's like me and Smokey always are like like down a guy. We never have like a full on party.
Yep, and I like the game. It's got a lot of problems, but I like the game. It's definitely fun for an hour, and then eventually you're just like, the ghost. Where's it at? Where is it at?
I say our worst runs is like normally when we're fucked out of like in intermediate is where it gets really bad for us.
Oh yeah. Which I mean, it's literally no problem. All it comes down to is if you're having fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, which is good because, like, again, you're basically our fucking carry, but we're starting to reach up with you now.
Oh yeah, you guys are catching up, and you guys know how to play. That's really all it comes down to, is knowing how to use the equipment and not getting faked out. Unfortunately, we have Mimic now, and that's a bitch. Like, because back in my day, whenever the game came out, we didn't have Mimic. So, like, I got 1-2 evidences. I knew what it was.
All right.
And League, I'm okay in ARAM, but I don't know about, like, actual League.
Like it's like it's like when we play like Phasmophobia with you, it just like shows us like, wow, there's a lot of nuances that we never realized because we just slap in there, get through freezing temps, and hope for the best afterwards.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been playing longer. I know a little bit of nuances, and they actually have a little bit of passion in the game, and like there's a little bit of different cues you could catch. You're like, oh, it did this, or did it do this? And then you're just like, oh, okay. Like, that's what they wanted. They wanted more in, like, oh, did it do such and such, or did it not do such and such? They wanted a little bit more guesswork. Not like freezing temps, oh, it's a Wraith, bro. Let's get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because I would speedrun that shit often.
Man, it's just like, looking back, we were so fucking surprised at how you got your ass clapped by the fucking Fae. Every time we go to a new house, it's like we get clapped as soon as possible. Like when you get the like curse item, it goes immediately for you.
Yeah, I don't even know how to counterplay that. I'd probably have to look that up because like as soon as we're looking for the ghost, he's the strongest, so he'll just clap somebody. I think the only way would be if if we traveled in pairs and someone was ready to use the smudge. That's the only way we'd be able to get away.
Yeah. What is like one of your favorite moments when we ever like play Phasma with you?
Oh yeah, it's always a great time because we're already bullshitting. No. We know we're gonna fight a ghost that we can't fight him, so we're just gonna talk our shit and then hope we don't get clapped.
Yeah, but which one would be your favorite moment from that?
Oh, definitely the cross one. That shit was a legendary day.
Because you weren't expecting, because normally we're just like chill.
I wasn't. I was just like, oh, we're just hopping in, we chilling, and out of nowhere you got me. I was not expecting that shit at all.
Yeah. Fucking, it's great that you hung out with us the most. Like Smokey fucking loves hanging out with you. The rest of the other guys, like we're just enjoying your company every time.
Oh yeah, the homies just chill. They're fun to chill with and like play games with and bullshit with. Like it's a great time all around. It's definitely one of the better friend groups that I have.
Yeah. I will say the worst game we ever played together, even though it's fun at times, is fucking Devour.
Oh yeah, that one's especially that spider level. And then eventually we were like, all right, fuck that noise, and we tried that
The Cowboy Town or the
the
Western
cowboy
part.
town, and those ghosts, man. There's just not enough battery. That shit was tilting.
You know it's worse because like we didn't upgrade for the you know like the battery, and then we all just like had sprinter or multiple items on us.
Hmm. Like that one's rough. But I mean, it almost felt like it needed to get adjusted because it just was like, dude, this is too many ghosts.
Right. And it's like got to the point where like we stopped playing altogether until like there's we're gonna wait for like the massive update. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely like fun, but like yeah, a little bit like, all right, we gonna wait on this one, let it bake a little bit more.
Right. Fuck. Just thinking back on that one, it's just like I had fucking fun playing like the first house, and then you know I kept fucking screaming, and you're just like, this fucking ghost sucks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got next. Also, Rob, why are you such a fucking Chad, by the way, man?
I mean, it just comes down to your definition, but I would say I'm just probably accepting, and like I understand that, you know, everybody comes in different walks, and like as long as people chilling and doing their own thing, they ain't hurting nobody, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even like, oh that's cool, bro. I'm just like, I could give two shits, but I'm nice about it, and I'm just like, oh that's cool, bro. Like you ain't affecting me, it's okay.
Yeah. It's like one of those moments, like you know, my only like golden rule is so long you're not being a massive, you know, bastard or like actively trying to like, you know, be a dick to somebody, then you're good in my book.
Yeah, like literally same here. Like, and then like if someone expresses what they're fun in, I try not to shit on it because like, bro, they're opening up. Like, why am I gonna be a dick?
Yeah.
Like we're all here just to have fun.
Obviously, there are moments when there's something like some guys you're like, son of a bitch, shut the fuck up, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like most of the you know known from you is like, you've been around the block. And then you got to the point, like, you know, your doctor even told you you might contract monkeypox eventually because of your.
Oh
you know...
no! That was just a meme. My friend, he is a medical student,
right?
And like I was joking with him because he knows how bad I am with chasing panties. I was just like, bro, should I slow down? And he's like, well, I mean, you live in Texas, so like it's probably a good idea, even though there haven't been any cases yet. Just better be on the safe side. And he was just saying that for me because he just doesn't want me to mess around. He's like, hey, that's a bad idea, you know, like you should slow down, try to find somebody, and I'm all for that, but it's just not what I'm focused on. It's just not what happens. I feel like if that does happen, it happens. I'm not searching for it.
So you're just trying to enjoy like what's most of your like, you know, single life for now. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, for the most part. I want to say I'm actively trying to have fun. It's just like what happens. I'm just going with the flow. Because I had a really bad breakup one time, well, in high school. And this girl told me that I was always looking too much towards the future. I feel like she really had that backwards. But because of that, it kind of broke me. And I'm just like, all right, I'm all up in the moment now. I really don't stress too much ahead now.
So that like one, like, you know, that one girl the one that quote unquote got away from you, it's like, was she like technically like your first love and shit like that? I
mean, yeah, but like she technically didn't even get away from me because she was like, you know, the circumstances were like, she didn't want to be with me because she could see us staying together forever. And she was like, oh shit, I don't want my life to stop here. I want to like actually keep living life. And I was like, well, like I can't be mad because, you know, like that is a pretty big commitment to say, you know what, I'm like, we had known each other since we were like 13 or whatever. So, and then by the time we're probably done dating, we're like 17. So it's like, yeah, you know this dude for 4 years, and like now your entire life is with that one person already. Like you're not even through college or anything. You probably haven't gone out of state out to Paris, and she wanted to go to Paris and shit. So I'm like, all right, I get that. Like you don't know you don't really get to do what you want to do. Your goals and dreams that you had growing up are now
different when you get older, right?
Fun or different, yeah.
Like yeah. It's like not only that, it's like it comes to the point like you don't want to shackle that one person, knowing the fact.
Yes,
that
literally.
Yeah. and you don't want to hurt them either, right? It's like you want to see them flourishing with their life and see where they go from there, and hope for the best for them. But that's nice. Like, you ever got contact with this girl again or no?
Oh hell no. Nah, I remember when I was still using Facebook at the time, I looked her up, and I was like, man, I could shoot my shot again. But I was like, nah, that ain't me. I was like, it is what it is. I don't want to relive that. I was like, it would be nice, but nah, I'm not worried about it.
Like, you ever get to the point like you feel bad that you kind of like put this kind of measure on some other chicks? Like, you wish they were the same?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. But like, I don't ever come in a relationship like with expectations, but unfortunately women that meet me automatically have expectations like because of me. Like, I don't know if that means like they have these I don't know, I give off that presence or aura, like where like they feel like they have to measure up, and I'm always like, no, you're fine. Like, I'm not with you because of expectations or what I perceive you to be in the future. It's like, I'm chilling with you right now, what we got going on.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else right now.
Like, you know that girl I'm talking to right now, right? Like the one I've been telling you about for like a while now. I'm on that level, like where I don't want her, like, you know, to feel the same way about me at that instance. Like, I want you to live your own life first because I'm still stuck in, you know, how I feel about currently, right?
Yeah.
And to see her, like, you know, she's a wonderful person, and I want her to see, like, you know, I want her to flourish with other relationships, just beyond just me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Because she has a lot to live for. She's still young, and phone her in. No.
Yeah, let's phone her in, guys. Come on, chat wants her.
Dude, I'm gonna see her this Thursday.
I want her. Oh,
fuck you. With that dream you told us earlier today, like, no. You could be wrong. I'm gonna actually check that right now, actually. Okay, no, she's not working, thank God.
I'll put her on blast.
She should be sleeping since, like, school's back on.
That's good, that's good.
But, but yeah, it's like, the thing is, like, with her and me, I mean, not with her, with you, like, Rob, is like, I hope, like, you know, you do find someone that, like, cares about you, like, the same way, like, you know, that you care for them. It's hard to find that kind of relationship nowadays.
Oh yeah. Michelle, this girl I know, she told me a while back, I want to say about a year ago, she was like, well, you know what they say about men, they only fall in love once. And I was like, you know, that's kind of hidden right now. Because I kind of know what, like, love is. So, like, you know, whenever you feel that emotion, you're like, all right, like, and you're not overwhelmed by it. You're like, I know I'm in love, and, like, it's chilling, and I'm good, I know what to do, and then, like, everything just clicks. I don't know, it's just, you've been there, done that type of deal.
Right. Are you still in the mindset that you can fall in love a second time or third time or even a fourth time?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't want to be a downy Deb, like, oh, it's never gonna happen again, I'm gonna be forever alone. Like, no, that would, like, that's up to me. Like, I'm, you know, chasing panties. Like, obviously I'm not gonna be forever alone. Like, it just depends on the person that I'm messing around with, and then my situation at the time. Like, if I'm ready to settle, or if it just happens. If I end up getting a girl pregnant, I'm probably gonna settle with her, unless she's a piece of shit. Other than that, it'll be pretty chill.
So this leads up to my second question to that, like, following up with that, right? Any weird date you ever had, like the worst date you ever had?
Worst dates?
Or the weirdest one? Something that stands out to you, like I had a friend of mine that told me, like, he didn't realize he was eating out a girl and she was on her rag.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty bad. But remember I told you about the whole pee thing?
Oh, wait. I mean, can you say it here live if you don't mind?
I mean, I could. It's just up to you.
Dude, you know for a fact I don't give a fuck.
I mean, basically, you know, homegirl was like, yo, can you do that? And I was like, well, like, I don't want to do that in a room. Like, you're going to have to lay down a tarp. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it. Me, I'm not really that. I'm a clean person, but I wasn't, like, scared because, like, oh, I'm going to make the room a mess. I was just like, that bothered me to make her room a mess. So I was like, we could do it in the restroom. So she got in the toilet and I did my deed. But I was like, you know, it's weird, but it's like, all right, that's her kink. Like, I ain't trying to shame. And, like, she's letting me do what I want to do. So, you know, I can't be complaining.
Hey, it's like it goes like a two-way streak of like, all right, she let me do this, and you know, like she scratched my balls and I scratch her, like, you know, her ass crack.
Exactly. But I mean, other than that, I'd probably say that's definitely the weirdest because like that shit immediately sticks in my mind. I've had some other women that asked me some weird shit or like suggested some weird shit, but like nothing ever happened. So like that don't even count.
Right. That's
That's
okay.
like you saying, "Hey Rob, I'm gonna give you a hand job." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like you ain't doing it, I ain't worried about it.
Okay, speaking of hand job, like, what's the worst hand? Like, did you ever like? You ever had a girl that doesn't know how to give a hand job and it's like ended up like,
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
of
she like
course.
punching your balls?
No, not like that. She's just like, oh, she doesn't really know what she's doing. But I'm like, I'm always in the mindset of like, it's cool. Like, it'll get better. And if it doesn't, like, I'll suffer through this for a little bit and I'm gonna get what I want. So I ain't stressing it. I've never been like had it that bad where it's like, oh shit, like, bitch, what are you doing?
I'm just worried to the point where, you know, you come to a call one day, or either Amity or even like, you know, TSG, right? And he's like, dude, I can't make it today. I was like, why not? My balls are hurting.
My balls are hurting. I mean, that's happened. Like, I think I told you guys for a while back. I went on I wasn't working, of course, because I took a break,
Right.
and I was just flying out to different cities to smash on girls that I know, and that happened. Like, it was just one girl. I was at her house for like 2 weeks straight, and I'm like, bro, I felt like shit didn't work no more. At some point, I was spent. I was dry. That shit is not a meme. I was already annoyed. I was like, I don't even want that no more. Can you just leave me alone? I'm trying to lay down. I'm trying to go out to eat right quick.
Now you got to the point of like you're like dry heaving out of your balls at this point, like it hurt.
Dead ass. I mean, I don't know how. I was still shooting my shot, but like, I was like, I'm tired.
I mean, I don't
Like, I don't
blame
even
you.
want to do this no more.
Kid.
Like, I'll
Worse-
do it, but I'm not excited about it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it comes to the point if I'm hurting right now, I was like, no, babe, I'm not doing it anymore. It's just like my balls are hurting. Like that's enough is enough. I'm just gonna like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put like a hot compass on my balls and see what happens from there.
I mean, it just got rough because like I like most of the time when I was annoyed, it was because I was asleep, and I get waking up because someone's playing around with me, and I'm like, oh, and then someone's on top of me, and I'm like, well, I don't really have a choice in this now. I either engage or I let her do her thing, and then like I get yelled at, like, oh, you ain't turned on type of bullshit. I'm like, I gotta do something.
Yeah. Fuck. Worst date you ever had? Like completely like you would never want to see this bitch ever again.
Oh, honestly, nothing, none, like none. I guess except for the first love type of deal, because I mean that just the relationship was sour, but I didn't have a bad date. I haven't had the chance to have a bad date because usually I don't date anybody random. It's usually people I know, or I do hookups with people I know.
Right.
It's probably messy to do, but I've not had a bad experience yet.
Okay. So, would you try to hook up with the E-Pals girl though? That's my next question.
I mean, if I don't think I would try. I think it would just happen, type of deal. Like, I was telling one of my friends the other day because they were talking about their other friend sent them a dick pic, and I was like, whoa. And he's like, yeah, I know he's not gay, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I think he wants me. And I was like, well, maybe he does. And he was like, well, how would you react? And I said, well, I would automatically think, oh, they want me. And they're like, well, what if you were him and you sent it? And I was like, well, I don't be sending them. But if I got one, I would be like, oh, like, I'm in. Like, I can get something out of this. I'm a hook up with them or something. So like, if a girl was shooting in my DMs, I'm in. Like, all right, I'm a slide. Like, yeah, that's what's that word?
Like, was slide in her DMs or pull up the carpet,
Like,
or
no. What's the word? Basically, that's consent. I'm all in.
Because like, I don't know, like the whole like it's like a new world for me, right? Because I was from the generation of like when Hotmail was still a thing, when the only way you can talk to a girl through like MySpace and all that shit, right?
Yeah, bro. I had AOL chat back in the day. Hotmail.
Those were the days when you had to like when you would message
Instant
all night.
IM and all that.
God.
But like I remember Muffin, my boy, whenever they had did the EPAL thing, one of them had shot in my DMs and she was talking to me for like a straight month. And then I didn't talk to her for like 3 days or whatever. Then I messaged her back and I think she just lost interest. So I was like, it is what it is. She was really cute. But she was, I don't know, busy with her life. So I wasn't stressing it. I was like, she doesn't even live close by. So if I wanted to do anything, there's really no point. And I'm not big on like over the phone deals. I'm like, oh, it's cool and all, but like I'd rather have something right here, right now.
So like, so you're off limits with that one, right? Would be like straight up like no long distance, right?
I mean, for the most part, yeah, because it's complicated for no reason. It's like, oh, you care about somebody, but you can't actually be with them because of a distance. That's pretty whack. I'm not for it. It's not for me.
Right.
Because it's like, I'm not saying I would cheat, but like, bro, you would make me want to cheat because like I'd rather have something right now. Like, I'm hungry. What's up? I'm trying to eat.
So like, you will never go out of your way to like have like phone sex or shit like that, yeah?
No, I don't go out of my way. If a homegirl calls me and she's in the mood, okay. She's showing me the cat, okay.
She pulls out
But
her
me,
beeper.
I'm never trying to engage in that. I'm like, no, I'm busy. I'm doing shit. We could talk. We could chill. We could watch movies, anime, whatever. But like, I'm not usually not trying to push it that way.
Right.
If I get a couple snapshots here and there, I appreciate it. I'll send some back. I ain't gonna leave you feeding. I mean, leave you hungry, but like, I ain't trying to do all that. Just cause I'm like if I'm in the mood, I want to be doing something afterwards.
Right. So speaking about Snapchat, you know, there's a thing with what me and Smokey were, or with the Australian group, we would make up a little thing called like, you know what the boomerang is?
No, I don't.
It's where you send me your dick pic and I send you a dick pic back.
Oh, okay,
Like a
okay.
boomerang.
It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Yeah, I think I'm down.
Hell no! Compared to you, like, if I send one back, you just see your massive balls in the way.
This guy, you can't even see them.
Oh, bro, you're totally like in a holding bag. I feel like you, out of all of us, you got the like, you know, the most like, the biggest cojones out of all of us.
I was gonna say the other thing blocks them.
Oh, okay. Now you're saying like you're actually like hung.
Nah. But I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't think so. Women be hyping me up. Women, they're the real ones. I think definitely because I am on the larger spectrum, but still, like, they be hyping up a dude, and it's like, bro, I don't need the confidence boost. Like, I don't care what I got. I know it works. Leave me alone.
Okay, in terms of like confidence, would you be like annoyed when they like baby talk your dick? Like, oh my god,
No.
cute. Oh, look at this cute little tailment.
That's her thing. That's her thing. Because I've had that, and that was definitely weird. But I was like, I mean, whenever you're doing that with most women and you're cool with them, you can have a conversation like, yo, that's kind of weird, or like, hey, why do you do that? Like, I just want to know. And they explain themselves, and you know, that's their thing. They're not like just winging it or nervous. It's like, no, they already know what's their thing, and like
they all know. They know what they're about.
Because like, you know, I haven't had to mess with somebody that's brand new to it since I was like a very young teenager, you know?
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows what they like, or if they don't, they'll tell me that they want to try something, so that you know, like, oh, this is why they're nervous, type of deal.
I had a dumb
because I know that's the one thing I hate about doing anything like that is like, oh shit, like if someone's nervous or like they're slow with something or like they pull back a little bit, you're like, oh shit, did I hurt them? Are they cool with this? Am I doing too much? You know?
Right. So you just want to get to the point of like, you want to make them feel comfortable overall.
Oh yeah, of course. I want to get to the point where like we're not even talking, or we don't need to.
Right. Because like in that familiarity of like making them calm and like, you know, like making it very much like a welcoming environment when you like, you know, get down and dirty.
Yeah. Yep.
There's something wrong because like conversation is number one in all like fucking relationships.
Oh yeah. Unless it's a one-time thing, then it probably doesn't matter. They probably want the passion, the heat of the moment. But I don't know. If I'm hooking up with somebody off of a one night, it's not because it's gonna be a one night. It's gonna be a weekend.
You ever go clubbing back in the day?
No, never.
You never did? I thought you would be the type of guy. Oh, you don't
I've gone to
right? You don't
parties
drink.
a lot, but yeah, nah. The clubbing scene's not for me because I would go to parties and girls would be trashed and just throw themselves at me, and like that's when I would get annoyed because I'm like, man, I know you're not in your right mind. You might let me like hook up with you on a regular day, but like I don't want to take advantage of a woman. Like
Hmm.
not yet.
Oh, what do you think? Not yet. That didn't imply something sinister, boy.
No, I'm saying like I haven't hit that point where I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm still on my whole like, nah, I want a woman to respect herself. I don't want to let that happen.
Right. Any chances? Like, has there anyone like at was it invasive with you or like unwanted advances with you before?
Oh yeah, plenty. I had that a lot. Like, if I ever start a new job, that shit just pops up, and it's always annoying because it's like, how do you approach it? You stay professional. You just stay flirtatious with them. Like, let them do their flirtation.
And then you
Or
just
do you
like
cut that shit off? Like,
yeah.
the fuck are you doing? Because any workplace environment, you got HR, and this was like one time I got in trouble with HR because I cut off a girl. I had just started somewhere, and then some girl was flirting with me, and I was like, hey, I appreciate that, you're cute, but I'm not interested. And she's like, oh, you got a girl? And I was honest with her. I was like, no, I don't. I'm trying to do what the fuck I'm trying to do or whatever. And like, I'm just staying focused.
You're trying to get you're just trying to get the bag going back home with it.
Dead ass. Because most places I ever work at, I'm there for the money, and that's it. I don't want to know anything about y'all personal lives. I don't want to come to y'all house. I don't want to meet y'all kids. I don't want to do nothing.
Turns out
that shit gets messy quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. It gets to the point of like, it gets like to the point of, like she's taking the serious when you're just like wanting to fuck. That's about it, right?
Because like, once you've been in those situations, if a girl gives you that vibe, like, oh, I just want to hook up, then you're like, all right, cool, and you're not even gonna worry about it.
Exactly.
But when someone's being clingy at the workplace, you're like, what's up? Is this just friendly banter or what? What's going on here?
Like, it comes to the point of like it's super unprofessional overall.
Yeah.
It's like what they're asking is a bit like too much, and if one of you gets in trouble and then takes it like to a very emotional toll, it's like, what the hell's the whole point to this, right?
Yeah, but I understand where most women that do that come from. It's because like, oh, this dude's attractive. He's got a job, and I can spend time with him at work. So they're like win-win-win.
Yeah. I don't know. I could never do like I can do it like back in like in college and like in high school, right? Where it's okay in the classroom because like you're not. You
oh
got
yeah,
nothing
hell yeah,
going on,
classroom
right?
all day, every day. Shit,
Yeah.
Flirt with me all day, hook up with me all day. Like, I'm at school. I don't care about this shit.
Exactly. It's like when I used to be like going out and about, and then in college I would be like talking to girls and shit. See if you want to hang out after school, let's do it. If you're not busy doing like we're not doing any prelim exam or midterms, we should be fine. But even then, it's like the idea of like a workspace and them coming into it is like, I gotta focus on this, otherwise I'm gonna be like barely paying rent.
Yeah. And we could talk about all my art that I love, like, and that kind of stuff. Like, okay, it's cool and all, because it's a little bit of a fantasy, but in real life, I'm like, nah.
You do art? Like you drew or draw that shit? Oh, you like dojins?
Yes.
I never knew you drew. Well, I know you like draw like random shit here and there, but
I don't draw at all. I used to draw. When I was in middle school, I had art for like 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and I got pretty good. I want to say.
I'm gonna ask you the most
the basics.
Did you? Were you like a Dragon Ball kid growing up, as a stereotype growing up?
No, but I remember one of my cousins was trying to draw Dragon Ball, and then he was like, "Well, you try," because I was like, "Oh, it looks," it was my cousin, so I was shitting on him. I was like, "Oh, it looks like shit, cuz." Well, you try, and then I was pretty decent, so I could do it much better than him. He was like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "I got you," but no, I don't think I ever really got good. I know when I was in high school, I hung out with my uncle, and one of his roommates was in college, and I don't want to say he was a professor, but like he was able to teach art classes. I don't know how to explain that better, but yeah, he would teach art classes, and like This dude was really cool, and I wanted to spend Thanksgiving break with my uncle, just because I never spent time with him ever. It was the first time me ever really meeting him, and so for that whole Thanksgiving break, that notepad that dude gave me, I like filled it out with a bunch of random shit, and he was like, "Yeah, just draw literally whatever, and you'll get better." And he was right. I filled out that notepad. I had it for a really long time. It was purple. It had really big black rings on it. It only had like 60 pages. It was so cool, all the stuff I drew though. I was like, oh my god, I got dramatically better by the end of the break. And then since then, never drew. I was tempted though, because I had this friend Joel. He knew how to draw. I feel like he procrastinated a lot, but he was a really good artist. And at the time, I would try to give him ideas of what to draw because he just had no drive, and he would only wait on commissions to draw anything. And I found out, yo, furries, they pay you a lot of money to draw their shit.
Do you know like the biggest like the fucking massive like VTuber scene, right?
I mean, yeah, I know about it. You know, a little bit. I got a lot of friends that simp on them, so I know a little bit.
Oh fuck it! I hope that's not showing on screen.
No, it's the other server.
But I was gonna ask, like I know a lot of people like commission like for VTuber shit, right? Where like whatchamacallit, like they're doing like there's a lot of people who are like commissioning like models for like furry stuff, and they're like making like bungo bucks.
Oh yeah.
Like a friend of ours in the other servers told us like when he was drawing for furries, they sent him like about like 3K, like in dead ass cold cash. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Sounds about right. I remember whenever I thought about trying to draw that shit, and I was like, bro, they're paying like 2K just for a face picture of their OC? This easy. You ain't gotta draw no not safe for work.
It's wild. Like I never think like back in our day, like the way that you would get into art school, right? And then now everything's like independent. Like you don't need to go to art school. You just need to draw good enough for like a certain demographic, and then you're all good.
Yep. Like I hate to bring him up, but that one dude who's in and out of jail, like he got a niche and he ran with it.
Who? What? Christian?
I was gonna say Shade.
Oh, Shade? You mean Shad Base or?
Yeah.
I was like, who's Shade? Like,
I forgot his name, bro. I ain't seen none of his shit in a long time.
Did you actually look through his shit before?
I'm gonna be honest, it was out there, bro. I was just on everything.
I mean, when he made Lolly Clinton, I was like, what the fuck was this?
What? That was a thing?
That was a thing he did, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I mean, that guy,
to me.
That guy wild when he made like, qualified versions of different, like, real life. That's where I feel like a little weird on. Like when it's like IRL people.
I saw all the art of like, oh yeah, I agree. But I saw the art of all the MILFs and I was like, oh shit. And then I started looking through his catalog and I was like, oh, it gets really dark.
Oh yeah. I mean, every time he makes like, the Mrs. Incredible one, I'm like, oh, I'm about to bust. Because like fucking Mrs. Incredible's fat ass and everything is like, oh.
Fat. Pixar mom. Fat.
Speaking of MILFs, any top MILFs that you like?
Top, like in terms of IRL, anime,
and the whole kid and caboodle, yeah.
Damn, I don't know. When it comes to real life, I'm not very much big on celebrities. I feel like I get annoyed as shit with people like sucking their dick, and it's like, guys, they don't even know you exist. I think it's cool if you love a celebrity, you support them in like the ways of going to their events or like you watch whatever the fuck they're in. But
I mean, not like A-list celebrities, but like streamer celebrities, or it's like there's a little.
Oh
like,
no! I don't even know any streamers like that. Like the only one that I know of is the one that I told you like about 2 years ago or a year ago. She was doing a workout stream, and she was like, "I'm gonna get a big butt. Like I'm gonna do squats or whatever." And I was like, "I want to see if she's real about that shit, or she's just doing this to hop on that train of all those girls basically."
Like the bathroom,
doing softcore shit. Yeah. And I was just like, I want to see if she's about it. And no, she got a big butt. I'm proud of her. Besides her,
that's like a motivation.
She's the only one I know.
Yeah, like those are the kind of streams I want to see more of. Like they're motivated to actually do what they want to do. Like for instance, like that's the whole mantra on that. Like I made TSG. Like do something eventually. So the whole like I can just hang out with my friends and go into the compound and some shit like that.
Yeah.
All of us like doing some random videos, like if we ever get that huge, right? We start doing like fucking cooking videos and see like the one that you said, like we're just like terrible at it.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. It's such a shit show, but it's perfect for anything.
That's like the perfect content. Like a bunch of like dumbasses like cook together,
Literally.
and then you have like all like the fun shit, like like going out doing like paintball.
Oh yeah, paintball is awesome.
But yeah, I was thinking about like I don't know. I thought
A
you'd be
little
like
pricey
you know
to
about like
buy all the
Pokemon.
gear, but it's dope. Oh no, I mean like oh okay. I know about her, of course I do. Unfortunately, I know about her and Amarath, but like I don't ever watch her streams,
Yeah,
and
but
I just know they exist.
I was gonna say like I thought she'd be like one of your top like she's kind of fun though.
I mean, she is fine. She's beautiful.
Yeah,
but
she
like
is. I
I'm not
agree.
like she didn't even like come to my mind because like I'm never interested in what she's doing. I don't know that she exists until there's a post about her, like
Oh yeah, like in a
or
negative light or some shit like that. Where
yeah,
like, people,
or she voiced her opinions on something. It's like, cool, bro.
it's something funny to me. Like every time like she voices her opinion, it's like something dumb. Is like I don't really care about it.
I gotta say, I saw her real hair. I was mad at her. I was like, that looks amazing. Why would you ever think that your hair does not look awesome?
Oh,
But
you
I
mean
was
with
like,
her
well, she's a
curls?
woman. Yeah, I was like, well, she's a woman. A lot of pretty women will worry about shit that isn't really there. Like they'll worry about problems that don't exist. And it's like, classic.
Yeah, because I think she's like with her natural hair. I like it a lot. It's like
Oh,
whatever.
that's
Like,
awesome.
yeah,
If anything, too, it makes her much more distinguishable and like makes her stand out.
I forgot what she was. I think she's like Moroccan, I believe. I
I
believe. I
I
don't even know.
want to lie. I don't want to lie. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, no. Real life, I fuck all. I no milfs, none. But
No,
when it
it's
comes
just,
to
like,
animu,
Oh,
it no milfs come to mind either. It's all about the dojins. It's just all of that.
so it's like whatever the tag is in the milfs. Like like what?
Literally
You just like slap your meat. It's like, yep, it's time.
time. Uh, sometimes I'm just in the mood just to see some really good art because sometimes this I can just appreciate that, and then
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. What's up?
Man, I guess because I need to be in the mood when I need to like look at like my fucking tags. Like number one for me is like
Mhm.
butt stuff. It's like I
Yeah.
have to get it.
For me, sometimes too, I'll look for shit in preparation for whenever I want to actually enjoy something.
Right.
Like I have Reddit on my phone, and like I won't look for shit to like actually pop off. I'll look for it for later. I'm like, all right, this looks good. I'll look at it later.
Speaking of, you got the quote unquote things I sent you. With you actually look through them or
Oh, I haven't had a chance. It's probably weird to say. I usually don't mess with anything until like Friday or Saturday.
before work? You're like, I gotta rub this out before going to work.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, now with my schedule, it's kind of like that. But no, usually I just would set that aside because I realized, I'm spending a lot of time doing that. Because I know some people are like, oh, 1, 2, I'm done. Me, I'm like 3, 4, 6 sometimes.
3, 4,
So
6.
I'm like, oh, I should slow down.
You ever like chase your own nuts at that point? Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like I figured like it was just normal at some point. And then I would see some people do ask Reddits and they're like, hey, is this normal? And I'm like, oh, it's not normal. I should stop.
He's like,
Plus, I get annoyed because I'm like, man, I could have done some push-ups. I could have made something to eat. I could have cleaned the kitchen. I could have cleaned my restroom. I could have been playing PoE. I could have been playing XYZ. I could have been hanging out with the homies. I didn't need to be doing that.
man, the way like you've been on like, I would feel the same way about you like on PoE since you're like progressively getting pissed at it. As long as
Oh yeah, I
don't
mean,
get-
unfortunately, it's just in a really bad state right now. It is what it is. I'm trying not to like be too down in the dumps about it.
right.
I'm really excited though because like, I'm gonna try to go ham on this league, and if this is the end, it was fun.
Because like the way it seems like when every time you're talking about PoE or you have like little outbursts here and there, and normally you're the more quiet guy, right? You would mute yourself,
Mhm.
and then when
Yeah.
you're playing PoE, it's like, oh wow, wow, Rob, I didn't know it was like getting to your skin, man. Because like
Oh, yeah,
ever,
it's
like
just-
the game crashed on you.
Oh yeah. Whenever any game crashes on me, I get frustrated because I'm in my mood, I'm having fun, and it's just like someone just kicks you in the face, like "Ah." It's like motherfucker, why? I was having a good time. Don't take me out of my immersion.
Yeah, that's like me when I play like certain Switch games and then it suddenly crashes. Worse, like
Now,
you
I
know,
don't trip like if the game has really bad
like optimization.
problems. Yeah. Like, cause I'm like expecting it. Like, oh, okay, I crashed. Like, it is what it is. Like PoE early on, when I had crashes, I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, all right, it's straight. But like PoE's gotten to the point where like, I wouldn't say it's optimized enough, but it ran so well for me. I would rarely have disconnection issues. I'd have Wi-Fi or like connection issues to the server, and I like crash. It was very rare. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm okay with Wi-Fi or me lose connection or whatever the fuck. I can't think of the words, but I'm okay with that. But a hard disconnect, that's fucking annoying. And it's really annoying too, because sometimes in PoE, it's crashing, but it's trying not to crash so that I'm still alive in the fucking game, and then I get killed and I lose experience, and I'm just like, fuck you. I used to play hardcore, and because of that, I just said I can't do that anymore. I think for the first 5 years or 4 years that I played the game, I played hardcore. So I would consistently get into endgame, and my character's already like 20 hours deep, and I just lose it because of bad Wi-Fi or a disconnect. I'm like, fuck you,
man. Because like the most game I would play is like, obviously, you know, for a fact I play for like fucking Monster Hunter almost like religiously, right?
Yeah.
But never to the point like it's seasonal, because there's always going to be the next entry in the series, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you can like, you know, do that, going back to the same game over and over again.
Yeah, no, it's very odd. That's why I have a really big appreciation to the game, is because I know I can come back to it and have a good time. But it really speaks volumes to the build variety. Right now is very much so a meme that, oh, there's no build variety. But like, whenever you've played a lot of fucking different skills in the game, you just try something out, and if it's bad, it's bad. I don't care if it's not really good, because I don't have expectations for a new build or a new skill. I just want to use it, even if it's garbage, just so I can know that I made it and I have that experience.
Oh, so you want like trying out the whole pie before, like, you know, stuffing it in and saying it's bad, right?
Yeah. Because like, if I'm trying something out, I don't have any expectations, because I'm making it. No one else is playing it. So if it does well, it does well. It's awesome. If it doesn't, oh well, I tried. And like, I know what works in the game, so I could just do that if I want to make something work.
Gotcha.
It sucks that I'll have to progress through the story and play for a minimum of like 3 to 4 hours before like it's good or not. I mean, well, before I know if it's good or not. But it is what it is. Like, I'm okay with leveling. I played Korean MMOs a lot growing up, so the leveling has always been atrocious.
So you play like the old school Ragnarok games, or?
I definitely did try that out, but I didn't play very long. I want to say one of the first MMOs I actually was serious about was Eden Eternal.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's very much so a weird game. I got into the alpha or beta or whatever, and I played the shit out of it. But some way, somehow, I didn't reach like a challenge threshold. I was like 1 off or some dumb shit. And then I was super mad about that shit whenever it went into beta or not at a beta or whatever the fuck. And I played for like a month, and I just got annoyed just because like motherfuckers were showing off all the shit they earned inside the closed alpha or beta. And like, I was like, fuck this game. I can't. Plus, the servers were shit, and I had a back connection to them. And I was playing solo, so I was like, fuck this game.
I'm looking at it now. It's like, that kind of reminds me of like the days of like L Sword, or like all the other like Korean MMOs back in the day.
I definitely played L Sword 2 for a while, and eventually I think I lost interest, or I just was doing other things. One game I played a hell of a lot, but a lot of people don't know, and it's very off the radar, was Adventure Quest.
That's like on Newgrounds, right?
It might have been. It probably had an ad on Newgrounds where you could go to the site, but I have had my account on that for forever, and then they had Adventure Quest, and then eventually they made Adventure Quest Worlds, and I made an account on that one too, and like I have one of the oldest accounts on that, and it's like, it's so cool to just go back to that game
and be
like just see what's cool. Oh yeah, like just to see what's new. And that game's not even actually that fun. I just like that I have an old account and like I have some cool looking shit. That's it. I'm very pissed about that game because I probably would have played it way more than I did. But they have a membership in the game, and it's a month by month membership. You can't just buy membership and have it, and that shit pisses me off to no end. Because
That's
you
like
can
every
get
like,
items that are membership only,
yeah.
and you cannot equip them if you don't have your membership. Like, what kind of dumb shit is that?
I mean, that's like every subscription based like MMO at this point, where it's like it's only exclusively for that game, and you have to,
Yeah.
you know. But if it's like half and
But-
half, like it's free and like, you know.
It just pissed me off because you could earn a super duper rare drop, or like a 1% drop on an enemy, and guess what? You can't equip it because it's member only. So I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this?
So you're telling me a free game and it's still locking you out from content? That's pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah, and it's content that you earn. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I can't buy this. I have to get it to drop.
Fuck me, man.
Like,
That's
I had
ugh.
like Halloween's always been one of my favorite holidays. In that game, I loved the Halloween event just because I like the Halloween armor. And I had the Halloween armor for almost every year for like 4 or 5 years, and I couldn't equip it because it was premium only.
Fuck, man.
I was so down bad. That shit looked tight, bro. That shit looked tight. So did the sword.
Gotta look through my notes. Let's see. But
Shit,
man,
I could pull that shit up right now if I remember the password.
bro, what do you fucking speaking of your docs, like fucking hell, that's also another funny moment of like going back to like Phasmophobia, right? When we like, you know, hey Rob, what's your last name? Not the docs you
Yeah. I don't worry too much about it. Just because it's like, what, you finna pull up? Do it, bro. Like, I don't have to worry about being doxxed until I have a huge audience, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it'd be that serious. Like, oh, bro, TSG, his friend Rob, I know where he lives. We finna visit him. Like, all right, but you're gonna meet Rob. You're not gonna meet TSG. So how you gonna simp for TSG if you meet me? Like, I'm not gonna help you. We live in different states.
Not only that, it's like TSG is a group, not a fucking one-person deal, too.
Exactly.
Like, shit, it's like, yeah, it's Rob from TSG, that's about it. But nothing more than that.
Deadass.
He's literally just like, you know, as we, you know, your nickname, the Heartthrob Rob, that's about who you are. Or Sounding Rob.
Sounding Rob.
Everybody comes out there with sounding forks, like, well, fuck you guys.
Deadass.
Fuck. Man, I got more. Like, do you ever get like a little annoyed with the nicknames, or you have any like terrible nicknames growing up?
No. I've had some terrible nicknames growing up from my cousins that hated me but loved me. You know, that hate love shit.
Yeah.
I want to say one of my worst nicknames was probably Duck because that shit stuck.
Duck?
Duck.
Like the fucking bird?
Like a duck. Because it was so stupid. One of my cousins, some way somehow, was going to school with me, and they're a bad crowd. I love them. They're terrible. But one of them got into a fight, or they were about to punch somebody, and they were behind me. They were like, duck, and I ducked, and then they hit the shit out of some guy, and then they started fighting. And then my cousin after the fight was like, that was quick. Well, everybody calls me Junior, but they're like, that was quick, Rob. You ducked hella fast, bro. Almost like that was your name. And I was like, well, I saw you and you said duck, so I just ducked. And he's like, all right, duck. And I was like, all right. And then I saw him. No, I didn't even see him. I was just hanging out with some homies like a couple of days later. And all I hear is, hey, duck. Hey, duck. And I'm like, we're all just talking, you know, chilling. My cousin pulls me by the fucking shirt. Duck, I'm fucking talking to you, bitch. And I was like, huh? Duck, hey, bro, when you going home? I was like, I don't know, probably like in an hour or two. Why? What's up? He's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna be you know, over here or whatever. Let me know when you go home. I'll go home with you. I was like, all right, bet. And my friends are like, who the fuck is Duck? Are you Duck? And I'm like, I guess. I don't know. They're like, who was that? I was like, oh, that's my cousin. They're like, oh, okay. And then like a week later, hey, Duck. And then I look over, it's my fucking friends calling me Duck. I was like, I can't. I fucking hate y'all.
So it just stuck out to the end, like the one thing
it
that
only
happened.
stuck for like a couple months, but yeah, that
Then
shit was terrible. I hated that shit because I never knew people were talking to me.
Then did you like instinctively you like, you know, head for the covers like, oh fuck, someone said duck? Like,
yeah, it would happen. Duck, I duck, and then they start laughing. Ah, fucking duck. I'm like, I hate y'all.
I gotta ask, like, was it like gang, like you had like there like cliques and shit like that, or like gangs and shit?
Oh
Back in
hell
your
yeah,
day?
hell yeah. And my middle school time, it was very cringe. And I say it's cringe, but I don't know. It's probably not. But Bloods and Crips was a real thing. My middle school got shot up. That shit was hilarious. Cause we were on I don't want to say break, but it was over the weekend for sure that the school got shot up. So I was like, I don't want to be that guy, but why are you gonna shoot up the school on the weekend? You could have shot it up during the school so we could get some
Jesus
days
Christ.
off. Like, I'm just saying, bro, do us a favor. Shit.
I mean,
But it
I
was
know,
really
like,
shitty because our cafeteria, I loved our cafeteria in that middle school because it had huge ass windows that
Yeah.
like let you see outside, and those all got shot up. So they put up giant ass boards, and I was like, oh man, I used to love when you would come in here and just see the sun. Sometimes it would suck because that shit just blinds you, but it's nice. It makes me feel like I'm connected with nature or some dumb shit. It just I feel nice. And
Yeah.
you go into the cafeteria and it's all boarded up, all dark. You're like, oh, it's kind of depressing.
so it's like I remember like there was like a bunch of shootings back in Texas. Was like, were you near those areas or was it like further down?
Oh yeah, I grew up in the bad areas. There was shootings all the time. I stayed in an apartment complex growing up where like cops would show up regularly and like everybody had to get out of their apartments because there was an active shooter in the apartment complex.
Christ.
They would go door to door and are like, you need to get out of your apartment because there's an active shooter in the area. I know when I got older and I ended up living in that same apartment complex, I was just like, okay, I don't fucking care. And I'd close the door.
Right.
Just like, or I wouldn't answer it because one time I did do that and more cops came. They're like, we're doing this for your safety. If you don't come out, we're going to arrest you. And I was like, what the fuck?
Bro.
And I learned, oh, I just don't have to answer it. They don't know I'm here. Easy peasy.
Man, speaking of cops and shootings, like, you know what is the biggest fear of mine? Because like, it happened recently, like, this whole swatting shit. Have you heard about that shit before?
Oh yeah, swatting's been big for online in general for forever.
For like all the content creators or streamers, yeah.
That's probably the only reason to be scared about doxing yourself.
Yeah. Like the worst case scenario. Yeah. That's like I wanted to bring that up earlier, Dustin. Like the fact that like they broke his roof or like his attic. Like their fat asses like rocked through like the ceiling.
Oh
It's
shit,
like,
was it the meme from Transformers?
what do you mean by that meme? Like where they were in the attic?
No, I don't know if it's Transformers the movie, but there's a meme of like cops breaking into a house and like they literally fucking blow out the roof and there's smoke and then they're all running through it. Jackie Chan was holding the fort.
They had nothing to worry. But it's like it's still like a scary thought, like, like the idea like someone just like wanna like fuck with your day. And then, you don't know how if the cops are competent or not, they will end up like shooting you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm brown, so I know that's always a realistic thing.
Someone like
I've been unfortunately in those situations where like, yeah, I could probably die, and it's just like, I just have to hope they're not racist.
I mean, that's your only hope, yeah.
Yeah, all right, because I'm I can turn white at the flick of a switch if I need to, like real proper, real assertive, real submissive, like, hey man, like I'm just trying not to die type of deal.
I mean, like, hello, Mr. Richards, I'm here to understand. What do you need from me?
Oh yeah, no, I'll real quick, like, hello officer, how can I help you? What seems to be the problem?
Like you all drop the whole like slangs and everything.
Yeah, like I know I need to be serious, I need to be concise, I need to be slow with my movement. Like I know the whole nine. I've seen too many people get shot and killed, so I know what I need to do to not get shot and killed. Hopefully.
Because I need you alive, man. You're like part of one of the founding members with us too, man.
I appreciate it. But oh yeah, swatting is terrible. That if someone knows, it was a false report, the other person should immediately get put into jail, at least for a while. That is kind of a waste of taxpayers' money, but at the same time, they're wasting taxpayers' money by calling in a SWAT.
Yeah.
But also, like, damn, man, police be jumping on shit. Like, bro, y'all couldn't do a little bit of investigating? A little bit. But I understand, like, they rather be preemptive rather than an Avenger type of deal, like after the fact.
I think it was like at least call the like residents if there's actual like like a threat happening in the house because
Yeah,
like
or
fucking
call. Yeah.
or just call like the surrounding areas even then.
I
It's
was
like,
gonna say the surrounding areas, like a neighbor or something.
because like the streamers like they said they always have their phone on, right, like near them.
Yeah.
Because like Ludwig said it himself, like he always had his phone just in case
Yeah,
like the cops would call.
Yeah, if it's a real threat, obviously, they're gonna be like, "What? I don't have little girls inside my basement. You're trolling. Someone's like trolling you, bro. That's not real."
You don't want to call if they got a... Yeah, that is true.
It's just it's all around terrible. But I'm saying, like, I understand they're gonna do what they gotta do. Hopefully, no one dies in the process, like
Yeah.
some people have, with fake warrants. But hopefully, after the fact, the person who did the fake SWAT, they can find out, and there could be some kind of punishment. So at least people will be deterred, because unfortunately, that's the only way it would slow down.
Oh, so this is not his first rodeo. Holy fuck! So they should have known that then.
Yeah, I would say a lot of big streamers already know, like, that comes with the territory. So a lot of them actually are in close connection with their local police enforcement, so that nothing like that can arise, or if it does, it won't get escalated.
Because like, holy fuck, it's like one of these days there are actually like gun down to like an innocent person. If it has to happen now, it's like I can only imagine like the repercussions of this afterwards.
If anything, you're the streamer. Ooh, that's easy money. Easy as city money. Just sue the shit out of them. Easy.
Yeah. Hursty, hey, dude, we're just like having a little chat with Rob, getting to know the TSG boys.
Ooh.
How you been, man? We're just like finding about Rob's like sex escapades, the color of his butthole, his color of his nipples, the whole the whole 9 yards. You just got back down from the coast, had a big few days. You been drinking a lot?
Ah, damn, he's sick.
Oh, no, he said yeah, sick. Like,
oh, he said yeah, sick. Never mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh yeah, little bro. One day I'm gonna have to interview your sweet little bald ass. But yeah, Rob, I gotta ask, like, fuck, like, just finding out like there's a lot of shootings at like your area. It's like normal to you. It's like you're desensitized.
Oh yeah, completely. Honestly, I would understand somebody just doing a shooting just to keep property value down. Like, I understand. It's rough out here.
Oh, you're down.
But all jokes aside, like, there's a lot of shootings. Like, right now, I live in a very nice area, but at least comparatively. So, like, I rarely hear shootings or police activity. But I mean, growing up in the ghetto, like, that shit's normal. It's just like, oh, okay. We're all poor. We're all depressed, and we're all mentally ill. So some shit's gonna pop off.
Yeah. Man, like, you live in like the south part of like Texas, where it's like really like massive with the whole thing, right?
No, I live do I live up north right now? I don't know. I think I live up north now.
Oh, like upper like Houston or?
Okay, no. Never mind. Let me do some research.
Yeah, I'll give you a bit. But yeah, Hersey, hopefully your week is free next week. So I'm gonna like ring you up and do a little interview of Chad McDickens, aka Anal Dandruff. Oh, he left. Motherfucker.
I would say more northern, because I mean, well, actually, I don't know, because I'm basically in between Dallas and Fort Worth. I'm right there. So, like, that's a little more on the right-hand side of the map, but I don't know. I guess most people would say Midwestern. I think most people would say that about Dallas. I don't know.
All right. Because I know where like the other guys are, and like most of this group is mostly like lives mostly in Texas.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like The thing that crazy to me is like how little the world is like with you and Esper.
Oh yeah. That is so crazy.
Like you guys knew each other from Dragon Nest, and then fucking hell, and then you guys live in the fucking same state too.
Yep, that is crazy. I remember he was like, "Wait, Ricky?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up, bro?"
Man, I never had those kind of moments like, holy fuck, and it's like, because like you could only like, the idea of like, you know, like the MMO is like so massive, like you can't tell if you're from the other side of the hemisphere or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. But it only worked out in that game because I was literally a pillar of that fucking game.
Man. Because I know also like Sora lives also in Texas, right? So it's like you guys pretty much are like near each other in proximity.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy,
Mr. Feet.
Feet.
Also, fuck, you excited for the new season of Cobra Kai coming out soon?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna watch it with the guys, but I'll watch it.
Now you're gonna watch it on your own, like, because I'm gonna probably take a day off, like, you know.
Oh, if you guys are watching it, if I'm free, I'm definitely gonna try to tune in with you guys.
All right, well, set a day for that then, because you know for a fact I'm fucking free all the time.
But bro, my time is important. I don't want to be mean. I gotta use it for emergencies.
I mean, if you want to watch a show, like, sit down, you know.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
no, if you guys are online watching the show, I'll hop in.
Because we were like because you were gone like Saturday, Sunday, so we were just like watching the final episode of like, well, not the final episode, like the last part of the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Which was like, man, we wish you were there, but you were gone because you had.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, at work, so it's understandable.
Yeah,
like don't feel bad. You're not ditching me. I had prior obligations.
Because we had like in the other group, we had like a bunch of people like that would get anal about that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't trip. I literally like the cereal thing. Like you had to do it, and it's like, all right, I wasn't around. It is what it is. I would just hope you don't get anal about me not being able to make it. You know?
No. With you, it's different because like I already have a plan for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I always like, you know, try to coordinate with your schedule too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I don't trip.
Yeah, but Dustin told me I gotta be more stricter on people when it comes to like setting up something. When he's not wrong.
Especially if it's an event type of deal. If it's just us hanging out, then it's totally like kind of what if, like, I mean, whatever. But if it's an event, yeah.
Like the next one we're gonna do is like whatchamacallit, the soda tier list. If you're a fan of soda too, right?
Yeah, I love soda. I don't drink it often, but I love soda. I'm very much so a basic bitch when it comes to soda, though.
Like what? Like you don't like Mountain Dew, or like what we talking?
Oh no, I don't fuck with Mountain Dew at all. I literally trash tier. I've tasted it once and I said no, garbage.
Not even Baja Blast.
I don't even fuck with that either. And I love Taco Bell.
Man, that hurts. But what like basic bitch we talking about? Like you Coke or Pepsi guy?
I'm talking about like Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, Sierra Mist, Fanta Orange, only orange.
You never like the
fuck
strawberry?
With the red, yellow, orange. Strawberry? No, I don't fuck with strawberries.
Why, that tastes like medicine for you, or?
No, I don't like strawberries.
Ah, that's very weird. Oh no, very odd for me because I fucking love strawberries.
I'll drink the shit out of some Nesquik strawberry milk, but that's not real strawberry milk. Like, let's be honest, it's just some pink milk.
Fucking
some food coloring. I swear to God.
You know, Hursty, every time you say I fucking hate strawberries, I immediately, my mental image of that fucking meme for like strawberries and cum. I fucking hate strawberries. Fuck.
But yeah, I'm pretty much a basic bitch when it comes to Coke because I have my handful, like 6 to 8 I like, and it's like, all right, that's what's carried at fast food places, so I'm gonna just stick to that.
Yeah, I know what you're referencing to. It was like, every time I see that, it's just like my mind immediately, like, you know, giggles. Fucking hell. But, yeah, I mean, okay, you have to prefer, though, like, Rob, Coke or Pepsi more?
Ooh, it depends on the meal. And, it's weird to me. I drink Coke often, so technically I prefer it. But whenever I decide to drink Pepsi, I'm always like, damn, this shit hit.
So, okay, with Coke, is it normally in a bottle, or a can?
Oh yeah, I usually try to get it in a bottle. There's a Fiesta. I don't want to say it's a Mexican mart,
I
but
mean, like a
it's a
glass one,
Mexican
right?
mart.
It has to be the
Yeah, it's a
glass
glass
bottle.
one, and like,
Yeah.
ooh, I love popping those, drinking it, perfect.
Because it
Fajita
hits different.
tacos, perfect.
Yeah, because it hits different when it's in like a glass bottle for some reason,
Mhm.
compared to like
Yeah.
when you're drinking out of a.
Well, apparently the ones that are coming out the glass are from Mexico, so apparently that's why they're different.
That makes sense. Coke's better for mixing drinks. Pepsi's better by itself. Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. But do you? Oh, because like Rob, speaking of, you don't drink at all, right? Like you know,
No,
alcohol.
no.
Like you straight
My
edge as
friends
fuck.
tried to peer pressure me when I was younger, but remember the whole coach thing about how like we're on a pedestal and hold yourself to a higher standard? I was like, yeah, fuck that shit. I don't need that shit.
Because I was like, well, surprised. Like you're the few guys I know that are like full on straight edge. Because I drink a little bit here and there.
I think I'll definitely start to drink eventually, soonish, just because I'm getting older and I should probably drink a little bit, just so I can handle it. If for some reason I'm in an event and like I don't want to be a bitch or like I don't want to be an asshole, but like it's since I haven't drinking for so long, it's just so widely accepted in anybody that I know. Like they don't even think to ask me,
Mm-hmm.
and you know they don't ever. It never is a problem.
Just saying, once we have like TSG compound, we're gonna have one of those days where we just do a podcast and just like crack open a beer or like like the most basic bitch ass beer like Horioi.
And anytime anybody's drinking and they're doing a little photo, I'll pick up my water bottle like, yeah, we're getting fucked up.
And that means you don't even smoke either, right?
Nah. A surprise, honestly, because like I remember I used to get memed on or shit on because like a lot of music that I grew up with liking, like they're all heavy smokers, of course, because that's most rap music. And everybody's like, how the fuck you not smoke? You like such and such, such and such, such and such. I was like, and I ain't gotta do everything they do. Shit, that would mean I'm a millionaire too. Like, chill out, bro.
Like you're literally just like there to hang out and not like just
Yeah.
get fucked up. Yeah.
But oh my god, I've definitely been like secondhand smoke. I've been fucked up. I definitely buy that. I'm sure, because I've gone to so many parties where it's just hot box as fuck.
Yeah. I'm surprised you
But,
never
like-
got like high at all either.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure secondhand. Like I've been high, but like that shit hurts my lungs. Like whenever someone's smoking around me, my lungs just hurt when I smell it. I just do not like it in the air. Now the smell, like if someone smoked already, like all right, it is what it is.
Right. But that's the thing that we would like get with you, like because you don't drink because I'm not much like an alcohol person myself, right?
hmm
So I like would drink something that tastes like remotely like soda, like the thing I just sent you right now.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. It looks like almost cooler like for women. I'm not saying that to shit on it. I'm just saying it looks kind of like that.
Oh yeah, because I like wine coolers. So make me like call me a bitch, call me a pussy. I am what I eat. I fucking love like drinking like something that tastes good at least.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so big on taste. Like me as a Mexican, I love chile, or hot sauce, whatever you want to call it. And I love it when it's not hot, but it tastes good.
Man, I never really had this like we had this talk. I didn't know like there's like a different fajita because I only knew like chicken fajitas, but it's never like
yeah.
I never knew it was like a beef
chicken,
version.
steak, beef, pork, whatever you want to call it.
Like if I'm correct me wrong, like you're all about the chicken fajitas, right?
No, I mean like I fucking love beef fajitas, but since I eat them so much more often, especially cookouts, because that's normal at a Mexican cookout is beef fajitas. Whenever I can have chicken, it's always exciting because it's like, oh shit, chicken. Like, oh, I haven't had chicken in a while.
What would be like a normal like mixing cookout for you? Because like for us,
Beef
it's gonna be like
fajitas cooked on the grill with charo beans with rice, and that's a regular ass cookout right there. Maybe they have some hot dogs for the kids and hamburgers.
the regular like cookout
And maybe
standard.
nachos.
Maybe nachos. I'm kind of upset. Like I thought there was always nachos.
It depends on the cookout and the people.
At
For
the
sure,
house, too.
potato salad though. For sure, potato salad.
That's like that for the every like Filipino gathering that I would always visit with a friend. They always had like potato salad or lumpia or like like an egg roll.
hmm
So it's like something similar to that effect, but we never had like Like the only constant is lumpia, pancit, and fucking some form of salad.
Mm-hmm. And of course tortillas, flour and corn.
Mm-hmm. But that sounds pretty like. Man, we need to like have a potluck with all our fucking food coming out of nowhere. Man, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be easy, my guy.
Fucking Chad McDickens here. He gave me a recipe for his like cheese bread shit.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking was really good.
That's what's up.
So if we ever meet up with him, like I can't wait to try one of his cookings. This man is literally
he be hooking it up. That's what's up.
Yeah, this man is the Master Cheeks.
Master Cheeks.
Yeah. Remember when you went to that Halloween party with like Smokey and them, and then you showed us like that cheese bread thing that you made? Yeah, that thing I actually cooked. It was really good, man. Yeah, the cob loaf. It was so good.
That shit slaps. Straight bussin'. On God.
Even my cheeks were like, it slapped and it made my ass brapped because like the amount of cheese I had. You also like you ever get like are you lactose intolerant, Rob, or no?
No, I don't. I love milk.
Man, you lucky. I love fucking dairy products, but it just makes my ass like look like a motorboat at that end.
Cheese is one of my favorite things. For a while, I was buying Sargentos. I can't even say it. Cheese. Oh my God, that cheese is amazing. Sargentos.
You fuck with like different type of cheese too, like pepper jack and shit.
Yeah, I fuck with different type of cheeses, but like it's usually only on sandwiches that I'll like try different cheeses. It's in my foods. I just keep it cheddar, American, Swiss, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, because normally I go for pepper jack or Kobe.
Mm-hmm. You see those on a sandwich? Ooh,
yeah,
they slap.
I don't know. It's like cheese is like you need to have it on your fucking sandwich, one way or another. It has to be melted inside.
Oh, I'm very much like it doesn't matter. So when I'm eating a sandwich, that means I just want food.
I don't know. I feel like sandwich is like the ultimate, like like you can make whatever the fuck you want.
Oh yeah, no, it's the ultimate customize your dealio. Especially if you go to Subway, it's just like I want it like this and like that. And can you do this? And
man, Subway's
I want
Subway's mid now though.
I mean, whenever I ate it often, I was in middle school, so I can't attest to it being mid or not. Plus, I live in Texas. Everything's better over here. You know that.
Well, yeah, everything's like fucking massive with your portions for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I remember eating like a fucking rib and it's like half my body size. Like, what the fuck is with this shit?
Yep.
All right. I think, yeah. Dude, I'm glad to get to know you even more, man.
Oh yeah, for the most part, I'm an open book. There's not too much that's like, oh no.
You can't tell me you're like, because every time you tell me that I'm an introvert, then you like spread your butt cheeks. Yeah, I fucked this girl. I did this and that. Like, you cannot tell me you're an introvert. You fucking asshole. Fuck you, dude. Dude, no. This is why you're going back to the jar, Hursty. Nah, man, I love you, man. Fuck. But yeah, Rob, thanks for chilling with me, man.
Oh yeah, anytime. Like, if I'm available, it's no trip.
I was like wondering, like, for next week, hopefully, like, if Smokey's not fucking drain out his balls, right? Because like he's getting home from work like later now.
Mm-hmm.
You go back into Phasma, go on like the hardest difficulty, and go from there.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a plan. Sounds fun.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for all tuned in for this little little trying something new out. I actually like doing this little interview.
Yeah, chat. What's up? Yeah, we're awesome.
Next week we're gonna do this again. It's gonna be a weekly thing. We're gonna do Hursty next. Chad McDickens, also known as Anal Dandruff. All right.
Anal Dandruff.
But yeah. Also, Rob's also my co-host for this. If you're free the next Tuesday, I think.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. It's because this whole segment's gonna be called Throbbing with Rob.
Oh, I love it. I love Throbbing with Rob. Oh no.
But yeah. Bye everyone. Fuck off.
Peace.